Hey folks, welcome to the channel. Mike Savage made a suggestion to me to do Vern the voice Gosdin. Do you believe me now? So Mike, thanks for the request, for the suggestion. I don't know the song as far as I know. I've done a lot of Vern on the channel, but it's been a while since I've done one of his, and so I'm well overdue. So let's see what he's got. I don't know this song, so if you're new to the channel, I didn't grow up on country. I came to it much later in life, and that was mostly Nashville stuff. And then when I started the channel, I started getting into traditional country, and I'm like, oh, this is my home. So here we go. I love questions in songs.
Don't you think you should have called to tell me you were coming down? Oh, you look so out of place on this troubled side of town.
Huh.
It's a place where losers go when they know there's nothing left. And after losing you, I just lost the will to live.
Oh.
Do you believe me now? I told you time and time again, my heart and soul is in your hand. Do you believe me now? Do you believe me now?
All right, she didn't die. They just broke up.
Look at the living dying proof. I ain't nothing without you. Do you believe me now?
That doesn't mean she's not.
I don't know what changed your mind. I won't ask if this is real. I don't know if you're a dream. I only know how good it feels. If you could find it in your heart to say the fire for me still burns, I'll find a place to turn around down this road of no return. Do you believe me now? I told you time and time again, my heart and soul is in your hand. Do you believe me now? Do you believe me now? Look at the living dying proof. I ain't nothing without you. Do you believe me now?
Yeah. That's the type of song that I think the songwriter wrote while he or she was going through it. I mean, the human mind, we're creative. We can work on things. We can compartmentalize, put things aside. We can see a scene on a TV show, could even be a comedy, but then we might wind up fleshing out a song about it that's more serious. It could morph over time. So many different ways in which songs come to be. One of the most direct is when you're going through it and you just decide you're going to write your thoughts down. That's the most brutally honest time in life. I mean, I know I wrote a book. I didn't publish it when I was going through my divorce. and it was my best writing. It was, and I've done some other good writing that I like. So when you're a writer, generally speaking, you're not a huge fan of your own stuff because you know where the flaws are, the gaps, your limitations, and I'm no exception to that. Believe me, I'm always working on that craft. But this was my most honest down. It was my best writing because I was speaking from a place. I wasn't trying to prove anything. I wasn't whining about things. It was just how hard it was. So I kind of have some feel for what it's like to write something when, and it was a book, but when you're going through something. And this is the type of song that the songwriter, I think, was going through it. And when he wrote it, I don't think a female would have written this for a female, but it could have been. But generally, in a song like this, the tenor of it would have been written by a dude for a dude. I don't think Vern wrote it. Maybe he did, but this was just wow. You felt it. The instrumentation accompanied the sense of the song. It didn't get in the way of it at all. I mean, I was picturing railroad tracks in the town next to where I grew up. I grew up in Piscataway, New Jersey, and then, but there's a town next to us in Bound Brook, and there's railroad tracks there. And I looked at buying a house there at one point in life. It was kind of a nice section there, but the whole town though was pretty down. And there are literal railroad tracks, and on one side of the tracks is the nice part of this town. It's a small little enclave of old homes, and then you've got the broader part of the town. And I was picturing myself like having to move in the bad part of town, so to speak. It gets flooded a lot. I mean, flooded, because the Raritan River's there, and it overflows its banks and literally floods it with 8 feet of water every 10 years, 15 years, it seems. So I just pictured myself there because that's what good writing and a good performance can do is it breaks down your guard, whatever you're dealing with in life or doing, have on your mind, and it takes you there. Like I've got bolognese that I'm making, a nice big pot of bolognese, and I freeze little containers and give some to neighbors and all this stuff. That's on the stove. I am not mindful of that at all when listening to this song. So, Mike, good choice here. I mean, Vern can sing anything and make it believable. And this I could feel. So, all right, I'm going to rate this one. All right. It's a Montauk Ed special. The number that popped into my head was an 8.9. Sometimes I surprise myself with the number that pops into my head because I absolutely loved it. An 8.9 is a very good score, so to speak, a very good rating. But sometimes I can gush over a song and then I realize I have to rate it, and then boom, the number pops into my head and I go with it, and I'm surprised. Sometimes it's higher than what I thought, sometimes lower. 8.9. I loved it. Ed, you're on the clock. And so are you, Jeff. All right, folks. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.